Yo, what's good, Karma Nation? It's your boy Tristan, aka Sriracha DFS, here back again with DFS Karma. Welcome to another episode of NBA DFS DraftKings Picks on Thursday, October 28th, powered by DraftKings and DFS Karma, where I do a breakdown of the games for the slate as well as give you guys the top picks from each game. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you do not miss out on any of our free media content or our live streams. Comment as well. If you do like our content or have any questions, we will try to get back to everyone as soon as possible. Also, make sure you're in our free chat room where we discuss things DFS 24/7 all day, every day. We also discuss betting, props, and yeah, DFS. So go to chatdfs.com. Links are down in the description below to all our socials, all the other content we have. So check that out if you're interested. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Actually, real quick, right before we do that, I'll move this up. I know a couple of you guys said that you guys wanted a list, so it's, I guess, better to view, or a better viewer experience, which I do agree, but this was brought on to me late today, so I'll have something for the weekend for sure, but this was more of a wing it type thing. So, I have my notes, I have everything ready, so it's just gonna be like this today again, but I'll be talking through it, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Atlanta at Washington, first game on the slate. Atlanta's on a back-to-back. Lou Williams questionable, Onyeka Okongwu out. That doesn't really change much, seeing that Onyeka is going to be out for a while, and Lou, real quickly, yeah. So he didn't play yesterday. They're on a back-to-back. I would deem him questionable today. If he does play, you would see usage being pulled away from Cam Reddish probably, DeLon Wright probably, maybe some Danilo, but besides that, there's not too much going on there. I do like John Collins at 6'3" here, and then of course Trae Young's playable on any slate, but John Collins 6'3", good matchup. On the Washington side, they're on a back-to-back as well. Raul Nato questionable. He didn't play yesterday. Daniel Gafford got hurt during the game, during the second quarter. He was questionable to return, I think, at the halftime, but he then got ruled out. So if he misses it tomorrow, Montrezl Harrell played 38 minutes tonight. He's an instant lock for me. But I do think he'll play just because it was a contusion. It's not like it was a serious injury or not. I think he's getting an MRI, but it was just a contusion. So Thomas Bryant's out, and then I think Rui Hachimura, he's listed as out, but they said that he was going to play during the upcoming road trip. But the thing is, I think the road trip's over, so he might have a chance to play tonight. We'll see. But yeah, watch out for that Daniel Gafford news. Next game, Detroit at Philly. We got Jeremy Grant questionable, Cade Cunningham out, and Isaiah Livers out, as well as Chris Smith's out. So the only thing to watch here is the Jeremy Grant news. If he's out, you get a bump up to Kelly Olynyk. Josh Jackson probably moves in the starting lineup as well. Killian Hayes, I think, had himself a pretty good game last time out, or not a pretty good game, but a game that he's had that's better than his other games, because he's been straight awful. But I think he had a decent game last time out. So Sadiq Bey also gets a usage bump, but he's 6'8" in a I think a tough matchup, so that might be a look away from me. I'm not too sure yet, but I know Kelly Olynyk, I like him a little bit if Jeremy Grant misses. On the Phillies side, Shake Milton is questionable. Joel Embiid is questionable. He will always be questionable each slate, I presume. And Ben Simmons is out. So here, not liking too much. Tobias Harris is 8.7 now. He's pretty priced up. And if Shake Milton does come back, then Tyrese Maxey, Seth Curry, Korkmaz all lose usage. I think Tyrese Maxey loses a little bit of his minutes. Korkmaz probably loses some usage. Not sure if Seth gets too affected yet, but Tyrese Maxey for sure. He's going to get affected, lose a couple minutes. And Joel Embiid will probably go off or something if he's rolled in at low ownership or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. But that's something to know. New York versus Chicago, or at Chicago. Next game on the slate. Nerlens Noel questionable. Affects Taj Gibson, Mitchell Robinson if he's rolled in. I think this is a good matchup for Julius Randle. He's against a fast-paced Knicks team, and there should be turnovers on both sides. So there could be a lot of peripheral stats to go around. Julius Randle had a floor game last time out, and he's had a couple ceiling games this season already. So I do like him in this fast-paced matchup as a big stud to pay up for. This difference between RJ Barrett and Kemba Walker, I'd pick RJ Barrett any day of the week. Kemba had his first good game. That took a while to get out. So he was a good play last slate just because no one was on him. He got priced up a little bit now to 5-4, right next to RJ Barrett, and I'd probably take RJ Barrett every time. Chicago. We got Zach LaVine, who tore a ligament of his thumb, but he plans to play through the injury. It was in his shooting hand, so that is tough to gauge. I heard that he passed up a pretty important shot against Fred VanVleet because I guess he was unable to shoot the ball last game, so he passed it up because it is in his shooting hand. So if that continues, you can see Vucevic have more usage. He might have a big game here against the Knicks. 8.6K. He has a ton of usage already. DeMar DeRozan at 7.6. I'd pick him over Lonzo Ball, I guess it now, just because Lonzo's priced pretty up. Alex Caruso is also worth a look in GPPs. Yeah, he's worth a look for sure. Yeah, that's about all I do here. Utah at Houston. I'm not too fond of this game. Eric Pascal's out or questionable on the Utah side. Bojan Bogdanovic is questionable as well. Mie Oni, questionable, and Rudy Gay's out. So if Bogdanovic misses, then I do like this game a little more. Donovan Mitchell gets a usage bump in the volume category, so he should take more shots. Mike Conley might get more minutes finally, might take more shots as well. And then Jordan Clarkson definitely gets a little bump as well here. But I'm looking at Donnie if Bogdanovic is out for sure. On the Houston side, Daniel House out and John Wall's out. That doesn't really change too much. I guess that gives more usage to David Nwaba, more time to David Nwaba, maybe Armani Brooks, KJ Martin, but it doesn't really change much, to be honest. And I'm not sure I'd go here because they're playing Utah. I know they're at home, but they're playing Utah, and Utah's been a little bit good to start the season. So, or they haven't been that bad to start the season. So. I'm not sure if Houston will be able to keep up. Hopefully, if you think they do and you play them, go for it. But I think I'm going to avoid this spot unless we get news that Bogdanovic is out. San Antonio at Dallas. Next game, got Devontae Cacott questionable. Zach Collins out. Doug McDermott out is the big one here. We do want to look at Lonnie Walker and Devin Vassell, who played above 30 minutes that last game against the Lakers. Granted, it went into OT, and I think they played those OT minutes as well. I mean, they're worth a look here, seeing that Doug McDermott, one of their starters, is out now. I think one of them will end up in the closing lineup. Not too sure which one yet. It should, based off size, it could be Vassell, the cheaper one at 4.2. I think Thad Young gets pushed into the lineup now, or in the rotation. Sorry, I was looking for words. He gets pushed into the rotation now. He hasn't been playing too much. Keita Bates-Diop might see the same amount of minutes as he did last time, and then Keldon Johnson receive his same amount of minutes that he should have received in that last game, which tilted the hell out of me, because Pop benched him, I think, throughout the entire fourth, into OT as well, even when Lakers went smaller and stopped playing two bigs. So, I mean, they lost, so I don't know if it was wrong or right, but they lost. Jakob Poeltl, 7.1. I like this price for him. Well, I don't like it. He's fair now compared to what he was back then. But he has a different role now in the Spurs offense. They're using him a lot, not only in the pick and roll, but for dribble handoffs and stuff like that. So he's been getting a ton of assists. And he can, occasionally rebound the ball. And he's a block machine as well. So don't mind him there. Not last game, the Dallas side real quick, because this is big. Kristaps Porzingis questionable. If he sits Luka Doncic, I would probably lock him in. Ton of usage to go around as well, so Tim Hardaway Jr. gets a little bit of that, but he's 6'4", kind of pricey. I do think he gets around maybe 25 to 30, high 35s if you wanted to, as a ceiling in this game, with Kristaps out, of course. But the usage also will be spread out to the other guys on the team. Dwight Powell's worth a look if Kristaps is out. 3.7 at center. Excuse me. And then, yeah, like I said, Luka. Definitely love him tomorrow if Kristaps is out for sure. Last game on the slate, Memphis at Golden State. Damn, that is 7. That's the last game, the late game. Memphis is on a back-to-back. Dylan Brooks is out still, so we still got D'Anthony Melton and Desmond Bane as good value plays. But I think, like I said in either my game theory article, I think one of them only goes off. So tonight it was Desmond Bane. Don't be surprised if tomorrow, or well, I guess yesterday was Desmond Bane. Don't be surprised if tonight D'Anthony Melton goes off. Steven Adams, don't think he'll be needed for this matchup so much, and if he does, then I'll admit I was wrong. But Golden State likes to go small. Steven Adams is not that small of a dude, so we might see Jaren Jackson Jr. at the center position unless he gets into foul trouble. Then they'll probably replace him with Clark. But Jaren Jackson Jr., I do like him tomorrow. He just needs to stay out of foul trouble. This matchup is nice for him. Jaws 9'6", so he's priced accordingly. I do think he still has a ceiling of around 55 to 60 sometimes, but they're on like a double back-to-back, I think. So Memphis, I guess John Morant, might be tired because he didn't really do too much in that last game against Portland yesterday night. So could have a bounce-back game, could be tired. We don't know yet, but 9'6", hefty price to pay. Yeah, you gotta have true conviction on that. Golden State, just the same news. Klay Thompson out, James Wiseman out. So you'll see that almost all year until maybe halfway through the season. People I'm looking at, Andrew Wiggins, just 300 more than Jordan Poole. I'd take just like that situation with who was it? RJ Barrett and Kemba Walker. I'd take Wiggins over Poole every time. I think Wiggins can accrue more per full stats than Jordan Poole can in any category besides assists. I think they shoot about the same, or they can score about the same points. Yeah, I just take Wiggins here rather than Jordan Poole at 5'8". And I am a Poole stan. I do think he's very good now compared to how he was the last couple seasons. But yeah, I mean, I take Wiggins here every time. Draymond Green 7'4". Don't really like that price. That's a little up for him. And then Steph Curry, that is a 10-9. Remember, you want that Luka news or that Porzingis news to see if Luka is going to be playable at 11 as a lock. Of course, he's playable every slate, but he would be an instant lock if Kristaps was out. So you'd want that news before you can debate between Steph and Luka. So, but this is a good matchup for Steph, for sure. And we know that he has that ceiling. So I recommend him in GPPs for sure. And I think that's it. That's all. Yeah. That is the last game on the slate. That wraps up this NBA DFS DraftKings Picks video for Thursday, October 28th. Again, if you like the video, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the DFS Karma YouTube channel for more daily media content and our live streams. I appreciate you guys all for watching. And as always, it's been your boy Tristan, aka Sriracha DFS. Good luck in your contest tomorrow and, tonight. Good luck in your contest tonight. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out. Peace.